uploads my shit late. What's going on, guys? My pimps, my fellow pimps. So today, I'm waiting for the store to fucking open. So I figure I relay stories of Gen X times, okay? Like how my friend Sean almost got raped twice, how we always lost our jobs every time we try to go to concerts, how I used to tell my friends that if you like some chick, don't do such a good job in the sack because if she falls in love, she's just gonna get fat in 6 months. And how to forge your dad's signature so you can repetitively ditch school, and how to not get robbed or swindled when you have to buy drugs from gangsters while you're ditching school. So I'll just talk about some wholesome family-oriented stories that could educate kids out there how they too could be like the former generations and really learn how to get off their ass and take the world by the horns, you know? So start this story off with so I was at school. It was PE class and we had to do weightlifting, whatever. There was this really, really big black dude, man. He was so fucking like scary and gorilla looking that his eyes were even yellow. He had like this smushed fat roll of forehead meat coming down, making him look all mad with this like, you know, gorilla ass shit going on here with all these galorping ass folds of rolls of fat and muscle on his no neck ass like this and shit. And he was wearing a shirt that said, I thought it said Tubby, right? I wanted to break the ice, man. And so I was like, oh, hey, bro, that's pretty cool, man. I thought he was proud of being fat. I thought it said Tubby. So I'm like, that's real cool, man. Like your shirt. He's like, oh yeah, what? Huh? I was like, yeah, I'm at Tubby Sports. Everybody starts laughing. I was like, yeah, man, that's pretty cool, man. I dig that. I was serious. He's like, what, man? What? Man, what the fuck? And he gets up and he starts getting in my face. And I'm like, oh, God, I offended another black person for no fucking reason again. I'm like, these guys are always fucking too politically correct. I don't even know what I did. I was just sick of it. And also, for being that fat, I wasn't that scared because I saw he doesn't bench press that much for his size. So I was just like, oh, this fucking, let's get in this stupid dance that of mad dogging each other, getting each other's face before the teacher breaks it up to say, I'm like, I was just like sick of it, dude. He's like getting in my face with his yellow jaundice ass eyes. And I was like, God, dude, what now? Like, what politically incorrect thing that I don't know? It wasn't food. It wasn't Tubby Sports. The U or the Y or the U and the F looked like a T. What? It was FUBU Sports. For us, by it. Oh, fuck. What's another story I've said a billion times? Oh, so is this another typical day of Gen X era ditching school because her mom's like, you know, snorting meth and she's partying with a new dude all the time, and your stepdad is pissed off because you're still alive somewhere in the house. So it's a good day to ditch school, you know, go listen to some records at the record store and shit like that, dude. And so typical day where, you know, some ostensibly purported Aryan brother wants to rape your friend Sean, okay? So Sean was this really pretty white boy with blonde hair, blue eyes, and he liked Nirvana, Metallica, this is that time, you know? Sean's my buddy, dude. I don't know any better. All I know is I'm too big and ugly for my age to get touched. And we're going to Greg's house, the Del Lago man. He owns a liquor store. He always has a lot of money. He has a lot of minors at his house for fucking some reason. But there's bricks of weed and alcohol. I'm like 13. The leader of the pack of our little Sean, me, there was Will. And Will was really, you know, he had a lot of respect, man, because, you know, he gave up meth at somewhere before 11 years old. I'm not lying, you know. So anyways, Will wanted to use Sean as bait to go to Greg's house all the time because there was always weed and beer. So Greg is sitting on this chair with a pistol grip shotgun under it, bricks of fucking weed, wads of cash, buying us pizza, 40 ounces, bunch of fucking minors there. And Greg is talking about these stories about how he supposedly castrated people for owing them money and then doing them in the from behind. I'm kind of like, hey, are you guys listening to this fucking old guy talk about some weird shit with a shotgun that could at gunpoint ask us to start doing sex? No one's paying attention. They're just happy that they're kicking it somewhere where their parents don't know so they can drink and smoke beer and weed. And this dude, I don't know how we got word that beefing dude, some dude up the street had beef with this dude. That I hope for him the best, because he stood up for me before. But anyways, he's got to go fight this dude up the street because Greg is initiating it. Like, you got to go. Greg makes this other minor get in his fucking truck, dude. This is Meadowwood Apartments and fucking bullshit. Douche fucking bag ass. Corona, California. Greg in a small pickup truck. He's parked on the street of there. Fucking, he really does this shit. I'm not lying. Boom! He hits a car behind him. Boom! He hits a car in front of him. Boom! He hits a car behind him. I guess only 3 times. I remember it was like fucking 6. Goes right up the street, man. All these people come out. What the fuck? Wrecked ass shit. An apartment wide open with weed smoke coming out everywhere when it was very illegal. Open containers. I don't know where the shotgun was. With a bunch of fucking minors, dude. Typical day. I remember some old dude partying with us. Me and Will. Me, Will, and Sean. He's probably in his 30s. Because he was trying to use me to go to like Wendy's or McDonald's and say, hey, you fucked up our order. It was like an hour ago. I forgot the receipt. And then to get free food. Well, something about he's kicking with us and he ran out of toilet paper and we're fucking like shitting in the fucking the like fucking desert hills. The cops come out of nowhere. Imagine being that guy having to explain to the rest of your race in jail while you're kicking it with fucking minors. What else precariousness? This is pretty funny on a lighter note. So we're waiting to go on a bus stop for fucking middle school or some shit like that. Me and this dude, other dude named John, we come from fucked up lives, dude. Like, you know, our mom always wants us out of the house so we can have a new stepdad of the month. Fucking, we're getting in fights with our uncles or something. Teachers hate us for me looking dirty all the time because I got nowhere to fucking go. And so the government's like forcing us to go to a fucking stupid ass middle school. Almost said the name, give away my locale. And fucking me and John, we do this protest. Hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go. The bus driver said he's like, fuck those guys. He like shook his head, passed us up. He got in trouble with the school board. The funny thing is all these nerdy ass fucking kids, you know, fucking little queers, fucking nose breathing ass, fucking like cognizant, coherent, like, you know, non-inbreded, fucking, my mom and dad are still together and they love me. Fags for the, you know, normie little fags. They put their head down and they were too scared to say anything because me and my friend were big and stuff. And then we got the guy in trouble with school board, and then they fucking force fucking us to go. And then we used to fake fights, dude. We used to fake fights so hard in public that like we couldn't walk for days afterward, dude. You wake up 2 days later after the excitement wore off, and your elbows and your knees are black and blue from smashing all over asphalt. And we used to beat each other's ass until people would call the cops. Those were good times. What else happened? Oh, we almost got our chick sacrificed at a Slayer show. Finally grew up and had the money and wherewithal to go find where Slayer's playing. And me and the same dude, John, we tried to bribe security to get in the mosh pits because we bought like nosebleed seats and we were with chicks. Well, we ditched our chicks to try to get in the mosh pit. They've been missing to this day. We heard they got sacrificed. Half of them liked it. They're gone. What else happened? I was dating a butterface cougar that had the same sleep paralysis episode in my van where we were having sex. This what I'm trying. Typical Generation X life. This is the stories of typical Generation X. I'm actually an old. Not gonna give away my identity. Gen X life. Waiting for the store to open. What's another fucking story, dude? Tubby Sports, Greg the Del Lago Liquor Man. Fucking. Back in the day, my generation we were told don't have kids. It's the worst thing you could do is get married and have kids. The sitcoms like Married with Children, the Bundys, like how about marriage and kids suck, you know? And so, and then I'd be like at a party, and my friends like uncle or dad would be like, "Mijo, you're young, you don't have no kids, you're free, the world's yours, the world is yours." Like Scarface fucking philosophy, right? You be trying to take a piss, you're like 13 years old, pissing Bud Light in the back of the fucking. God, I love blank people, some demographic, because they just let you fucking smash pinatas and fucking drink when you're a minor and raise hell, and no one gives a shit. No one is a Karen. No one tells your mom. My mom was already gone. What's that called? I'll be like pissing in the bush. All of a sudden, Mijo. Oh! This is my friend's dad. He's like, don't get married. Don't have kids. Run! So my generation, we never had fucking kids or got married. Like Kenny Rogers says, don't be so picky about your lover because it looks all the same in the dark. And if your chick falls in love, your chick really is in love with you. You find the chick of your dreams, and she really does fall in love, she'll just get fat in 6 months. Remember, guys, love doesn't exist because the only good women in the world are fat. I think Confucius or Buddha or Zoroaster said that. Let's see what else. Free speech, fucking A. Motherfucking First Amendment, Second Amendment. God bless America. I am actually the most conservative, square Christian fuck there is. I wish I could get married to my dream woman and go to mass and like sit on my porch with a rosary and a shotgun while my chick is cooking dinner for like 1,000 kids. Be like, oh, thank the good Lord, I'll tell you what. My generation didn't work that way. The boomer generation, the greatest generation, World War II, those fuckers are badass. Their war was war. Generation X, your warfare came from instruments, music. Music was the message to the masses. Everybody was indoctrinated and in fucking love with their genre of music. That shit jammed the fucking ore up your ass like an Energizer battery and gave you the fucking willpower to fucking full speed ahead, crash and burn, fuck it, make mistake. I knew a pro fighter, and he was like, I was like, how do you become a pro fighter or whatever? Everyone's like, how do you become a pro fighter? He's like, you got to have a little bit of fuck it in you. You can't do anything fully right in this world. Just getting off your ass, you're going to make mistakes. Doing your best, and especially if you're good at something that's cool, you're going to have haters. You're going to have cock blockers. You're going to have detractors. You're going to have trolls. If you get off your ass to try to do anything fucking worthwhile in life, rest assured that fucking opposition's coming. And that's what that's the barrier of like when people fall by the wayside and they're never known, and people who put up with it accept their passion becoming a fucking job, right? Their dreams, their hobbies or pursuits, they do it, they go after it so hard that the trial and error and all the opposition makes it a fucking job. And they're still content and they keep going. That's a secret to success, actually. Get a lot of shit from here, huh? Like, they told Generation X that we're just burnouts. Like, you know, like fucking Beavis and Butthead shit. Nah, man. Let's see, what was another funny story, dude? Oh, this ain't funny. This ain't funny. Generation X, okay? I used to see metalheads turn into ravers. The raver chicks would love playing with your hair and shit. And they start dressing like fucking fruitcakes. This one metalhead, he became a raver for a different reason. He wanted to get away from the animosity and the energy heavy metal will bring. Because he's an idiot and he did it the wrong way. He threw a big stuffed animal over his backyard, almost into traffic where it was. He disfigured a little girl for life. I had a friend that wasn't a metalhead. He was a cholo guy. Always getting drunk and start rapping to himself about the most negative, sinister shit, okay? I felt so bad for him that he like threw like a fucking tomahawk missile, a 40 ouncer that should have hit me in the face or thorax. I sidestepped it and it fucking broke. He was breaking windows. We were running around, right? He was breaking windows with bricks. And I saw that shit. I was thinking about checking him. I was like, take a rain check on that. I already checked him earlier. We were playing headbutt wars. He's headbutting me. I was all drunk and like, I was like, what is this guy doing? So boom, I timed it. I pulled my head back on for bass. He stopped. I did pro wrestling and all this shit. I'm an ogre. Later that night, he tried to commit suicide and he made a huge, like, dude, there was carnage. There was fire. There was so much fire on the freeway, the 91 freeway. It made the sky look like it was turning daytime, fool. I shit you not. You want to hear that story? This really happened, okay? I somehow have a cool car. I have a beat-up-ass Camaro from the 70s. I can tell you whatever the fuck. I didn't pay a lot for it. We're at Denny's. Me and John here. Dude, like, we're, brother, yeah, we're high on life, dude. We're gonna fucking lift weights. We're gonna eat some fucking steak. We're eventually gonna fucking score chicks. We're gonna live the fucking rock and roll dream, like one way or another. These two fuckers behind here, Dennis and that fucking cholo dude, they're saying some negative shit, dog. I ain't having this shit. I ain't about to interject and tell them about Jesus like I should. They'll tell me to shut up anyway. I'm gonna go in that Denny's. I'm gonna have a fucking coffee. I'm gonna enjoy my life. I come out of that Denny's. John's still in there. I'm going to my car, checking out. You know, Ruben. Their names was Ruben and Dennis. Ruben and Dennis is not in the back seat of my Camaro, but there's two bums. There's like a crevasse or whatever that you can go under the fence. Is the 91 freeway. They built shit over there. There's a bunch of concrete shit that you couldn't do that anymore. There's two bums crying in the street. They're weeping. I'm like, why is there two bums crying in the street? Where's Ruben and Dennis? I look up this way, and I'm like, is Jesus coming back or something? Because the clouds, wow, it was the eastern sky, actually. The cloud, it was eastbound freeway. The clouds are turning ablaze. This daylight is opening up in the sky over there. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm drunk. I'm like, that's like a truck on fire. Those two bums are Ruben and Dennis. There's all this commotion. What the fuck? I run back to the Denny's and I'm like, hey, call 911. They won't call 911. I'm going back and forth over and over. They're like, what happened? We're not gonna call 911 till you, like, you know, basically articulate what happened. I'm frantically like, I don't know. There's shit. I don't know. I'm stumbling all over my words. Call 911. We're not gonna call 911. I'm like, fuck, what's going on? I'm like, there's fucking people crying in the street. There's shit on fucking fire. There's people fucking in a wreck, right? There's already emergency forces out there. Oddly, there was an emergency personnel guy that didn't look like a regular ambulance. All my friends are dicks. They crawl under that fence and they go look at my friend Ruben. My friend Ruben laid down in the street. I guess this is what happened. He lays down in the street to kill himself. Dennis is going to do it too. Dennis chickens out. Dennis runs away. A motorcycle, it could have, if it was a Honda Accord, it would have killed him, right? Motorcycle comes, it runs over Ruben's leg. The guy goes head over heels, breaks his leg. The motorcycle skids underneath the helium truck and catches it on fire. And whether it was related or not, it's obviously related, right? 5 miles to the west, I heard, the weird ambulance guy was cool enough to relay this if he didn't lie. A motorcycle guy ran into a back of a semi and died. All over this dude trying to commit suicide. He didn't get any charges. He didn't sign the correct paperwork to get some kind of disability insurance. And my friends laughed about it like 2 hours later, like it was a joke. He was screaming, okay? His leg looked like this. It was like this way, but just for sake of simplicity, this would have been like his left or right leg. I don't remember. Let's say it was his right leg, right? Like, let's say this is your leg. You're laying down, right? You're laying on the concrete, screaming for life. Well, there is a huge missing divot right here and a big old shard of some kind of, a big old skinny shard of bone, like this exploded, frayed out meat. This huge chasm missing. I don't know, look like no blood, dude, whatever. And all this is missing, where his foot should be like this, it was all limp as fuck on the side, like, you know, the wrong way. He's moping and screaming as they pick him up and put him in the ambulance. That's a typical day of Gen X. It's a typical day of the Gen X era. This is a funny story. Little Joanne was my friend. She's a chick, right? I'm a big old ogre, but we're not screwing. She's screwing my friend, toothless, ruthless, Vinny, right? Vinny goes to a different school, community service, a job, I don't remember. We're waiting for him to get out of school. Every day, dude, they were giving free prophylactics. Okay, I was in middle school at that time, okay, to tell you where, when. They were giving kids fucking condoms, dude. Like, it was whatever. I was a kid. I got a bunch of condoms. Me and Joanne used to squirt lotion and get the condoms out, squirt lotion in them, spit on them. We'd leave them everywhere around the apartments, on people's doorknobs, on their car, in the pool area bathroom, right? So the management catches us. I'm about to open a condom in the gym with little Joanne. So it circulates to everybody that I'm screwing Joanne. At the same time, about maybe one night or two prior to the incident, we were trying to choke each other on purpose so we could pass out to get high, okay? I was too big and ugly to get somebody against the wall. You avoid their trachea and you push in their carotid arteries until they make this stupid face and they slide down into dreamland with everybody laughing. Didn't work with me, but I got all these marks and bruises all over my neck so that people thought they were hickeys from little Joanne, and all like, you know, I'm a scrubby little 13-year-old booger kid. Now the older teenagers are laughing and thinking I'm getting play. Not so funny. I used to get around that time, I was getting Social Security income because my mother died, and I took 2 hoochies, like short skirts and everything. They wanted to go eat, right? It wasn't during the nighttime. I can't take them to a bar. I took them to Denny's. The cooks there, the Mexican cooks, were laughing their ass off. What else was I saying? I was thinking, I was at 8, God, I hope I'm healthy. Age 13, there was this arcade. Age 13, God bless Arab people, because they were selling us cigarettes without carding us. So I'm fucking playing at the arcade, playing pool. I was good at pool and smoking cigarettes at the age 13. That's Gen X. If that's not the most Gen X fucking thing you've ever fucking heard in your life. What time is it? I have 8 more minutes of rambling before my store actually opens. What's another Gen X story? Let's see. Sleep paralysis, orbs, pagan sluts, astrology coming true. What else happened? Might as well talk about some other dudes. Oh, our friend Will got a lot of chicks. Not the other Will I was talking about. This is Big Will, right? We call him Weddle. He was a he was an MMA fighter. He was a stud, dude. He get cougars like that, taking care of him, yada yada yada, right? So rumor has it, I guess what happened was he was having consensual sex with a chick at a party or a house. He was in a house and it was about to become a party. He's at someone's house. He's having sex with this chick. She passes out. She's on her period. Everybody comes in and turns on the light. Big Will, all they see is Big Will screwing some chick, passed out with blood everywhere. He had to fight the whole house while trying to put on his pants and get in his truck that they were kicking the shit out of to pull out of there and run away. That same guy, he eventually went to prison for life because he got so much chicks and he partied so hard, he forgot he had a kid, and the kid like choked on its own vomit or something in its crib, and nobody checked on it entire party. That's not funny, but this is like a typical. That's not even cool to make light of. None of that shit was cool to make light of. I'm just telling you how the world used to be. What else? Oh, our friend Jesus. Jesus too. Jesus is supposedly this woman-hating, woman-beater, right? Like rapist and shit. Jesus is a huge dude. No, Jesus does not have a problem with the ladies because we were all sluts, and those same ladies told us that he had the biggest dick of us all. We used to share girlfriends. And Jesus is with little Sarah. He knocks Sarah up. So Jesus is going to be a dad. Jesus is very happy about that. Jesus actually has the inspiration to get off his ass every morning and go to be an electrician and work his ass off, because all day long, because we hated holding down jobs. We were depressed, dude. We wanted to go be rambunctious. We wanted to follow dreams like you know, martial arts and stuff like that. You get a job at that age, you're getting out of shape. Some people could do it, we couldn't. Anyways, you get the point. He's working, he's living the dream. He's daydreaming all day. Is it gonna be a boy? Is it gonna be a girl? What's he gonna name it? What's he gonna buy it? What's he gonna tell it? Weeks go by or so. She's not really showing signs of pregnancy. She's kind of like avoiding the subject or whatever. She aborted his kid without him knowing or telling him. He beat the shit out of her. He's got domestic assault and abuse now on his record, and for somehow, even though when they first now they're like, she's like 20 years old and he's like 23, right? Well, when they first hooked up, she was like 17, he was like 19. They got him for Sagittary too. Ruined his life. And all my friends turned their backs on both of those people that I was just talking about. Typical day in the Gen X world. Lighter note, dude, you ever seen the movie Friday? Remember Debo from Friday, the movie? Big old black guy. He was like the guard dog. He was like he was a bad dude, but he was like the big dog of the hood, the bully. We had one of those, but he looked like a huge, buff, angry with a scar knife face. He looked like if Sideshow Mel or Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons was buff, scary. He had the same hair. His dad was the apartment manager, and I guess some dude touched a kid or made a kid feel weird, right? When Joe finally caught up to him, I guess Joe goes after her. He's like, you, boom! I guess he fucking poked him right in the eye and kicked the living shit out of him all over the fucking grass that people said that guy didn't get up for hours. Pretty cool, right? What's another Gen X story? What time is it? I got 3 more minutes, guys. This is a typical story. Typical Generation X era stories. What else? Slayer mosh pits. My friend. My atheist death metal friend. Nah. Wow, man, I can't really think of any. I gotta think of something funny. What's martial arts? Okay, one. My opinion. I tell you guys this, man. You'll scroll and you'll have these like 10 ways to man up, 10 ways to appear more confident, 10 ways to project alpha energy. Look people in the eye when you greet them. Shake people's hand firmly. Don't let anybody overtalk you. I did martial arts my whole life, and some people are a lot cooler than me because they were in the Marines or something. They would laugh at me and they would call me a scrub. You don't have to be a martial artist. You don't have to be a Marine to be a real man. You just need to be the best version of yourself. Are you a student? Get good grades and make your parents happy and clean your room. Are you a worker? Do a fucking good job and don't cut corners and fucking be punctual and treat their business like, if it was yours. Work hard. If you're a family man, be really good for your family and all that. Work hard, everything. In so doing, call it God, call it nature. I know it's both. They will stand up for you. And when people try to disrespect you, it will come off. Obviously, it's undeserved that the other person has a problem, that they're some kind of jealous fucking weirdo, and they're just a fucking troll of society. And your own reputation and your own like stoic behavior and your own vibe will have others stand up in your stead. You just have to be the best you. But what was I saying? Fucking that's cute. Aw, like look people in the eye and don't be the first one to move. And, this when you're gonna bump shoulders. Like get the fuck out of here. What else, guys? I don't know where I was going with that, but martial arts. Martial arts will give you this kind of energy. This kind of what chicks call big dick energy. My friend Javi, at age 14, okay, age 12, he was so good at soccer that some fucking place in Spain or the fucking country of Spain, I don't know what, they wanted to pay to train him. I don't know why he didn't take a hold of it. Age 14, he's a 2-time amateur Muay Thai. I guess they don't let the kids use elbows. Muay Thai champion. At age 20 or something, we're fucking warming up and we're taking a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class and somebody asks, what we done, right? Because this guy did high school football, this guy did wrestling in high school, this dude did a little bit of MMA from, the school of Paul Herrera or something like that. That comes to me and I'm like, I got a purple belt in karate, but actually karate's I'm probably actually a brown belt, whatever. They don't want to hear that. Goes to Javi. Javi's like, he's like, a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He talked like Todd from Beavis and Butthead, if you ever looked that up. And they're like, oh wow, blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under who? He's like, I think he said like Carlson Gracie. Carlson Gracie trained somebody who had a school that trained Javi. So Javi has that kind of like, he got all the chicks too, dude, which is another funny story, but no, to be continued. We're like, I'm kicking it with all my Chicano friends and we're having a barbecue with fucking ketchup for some reason. And fucking our friend Abraham, he's from Mexico and he's a legal alien. He graduated high school. There's nothing he can do with his life. He's illegal, has no papers, can't go to college, can't do shit. Javi's spoiled. He got to this country, integrated, blah, 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 blah. Abe is talking shit like you fucking loser, like jealous. Dude, I understand Abe. Fuck, dude, this guy's such a douche. Javi's such a douche. Talking shit, right? Javi's like this. You better shut up, man. You better shut up, man. Like that, like all cool. I go back to the apartment to go get the ketchup, right? You ever seen the movie Reservoir Dogs or Boondock Saints? I forget which, when Michael Madsen is torturing a cop and he got to go to a car to get like a crowbar or a knife, and it's that music. And I wonder, I don't get no stare. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am stuck in the middle with you, right? He's listening to that song and it's fading out as he's going to the car, and he comes back. It comes, the music comes back. Stuck in the middle with you, right? So I go get the ketchup, right? And the voices are fading away. Like, you motherfucker, Javi, you fucking piece of shit. Oh, it's fading away. I go get the ketchup. I come back. Some commotion's going on. Abe is over here to my vision. He has his head in his hands, all turned red. Half of my friends are like consoling Abe. Half of my friends are with Javi, and Javi never moved. He never broke a sweat. He wasn't breathing at all. He wasn't like exasperated. His heart rate didn't go up at all. He's like, I told him to shut up, man. That's the kind of energy martial arts will give you guys. You guys keep on rocking to the free world. This was an episode of What the Fuck with Generation X. Nobody's fucking watching because they're a bunch of fucking squares. Oh, yeah.